Good morning. It is Friday, January 29th, 2021, and it's hard to believe the first month of the year is almost over.
And what a busy month it was. But before we recap January and talk about February, we finally have the information everyone is waiting for.
That is right. Paul Smith with Fair Shake Network has posted the information to register for Disability Advocacy Day policy training on March the 16th. The link's on the front page of their website, which is fairshake.org. And the schedule is also there for that day and Disability Advocacy Day itself on March 17th. The cost for the training is $40, but stipends are available. And the form is part of the registration right on the same page on their website.
And like most things, until it's safe, both the training and the visit to the Capitol is going to be on Zoom. That's going to include the rally at the Capitol in the morning, and then they'll be streaming the different committees and the sessions online and different issues that are important to people with disabilities. One other thing that we do every year is after the training day, later in the afternoon, we have a People First Advisory Board meeting. So we're going to be talking about some People First conference items that were postponed by the board back in November. And we've been asked to do some more training on talking to the elected officials. It's always good to get a refresher right before the next day, because some people may not be familiar with, while you're on our Zoom meetings, you may not be familiar with meeting one-on-one with someone and how to set that up. The meeting will have a separate registration form, and we're going to be sending out that very soon.
Yes, and the other great event that's coming up we're super excited about is the Valentine's Day dance. And just like the Halloween dance, it will be on Zoom, and it will be from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. in the evening. The dance is February the 18th, so it is right after Thanksgiving.
Right after Valentine's Day. You just said right after Thanksgiving.
I got all the holidays mixed up this year.
You're just thinking about food and warmth. That's what you're thinking about.
Apparently. So the flyer was on Facebook yesterday, and of course it will be in your newsletter that Doug always does so well. And that's going out this afternoon,
yes,
so people will be getting that quickly. And if you haven't joined us for any of our meetings or trainings or dances, we have a Zoom cheat sheet that Doug put together that shows you step by step how to join from your computer, your tablet, or your phone. And we always have so much fun. We hope you'll be there.
Speaking of the newsletter, if you're not getting the newsletter, please let us know. It's easy to sign up. You can send an email. You can call me, call Melissa. Just let us know. Not only is there information on official meetings, but also the fun things like the Valentine's dance or the monthly social call.
And as we wrap up January, we reflect on what a busy month we had. We had a lot going on the first month of the year, which maybe is why I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving already. I don't know. We had our very first statewide People First meeting, which is for everyone across the state, and especially for people who don't have a local People First group or their group isn't meeting. We had a great meeting, lots of fun, great discussion. I enjoyed it.
Oh, I had a great time.
Looking forward to do it again.
And some people were on there that have never been on any of our other meetings, which is exactly what it's for, so keep that up.
Exactly. So if you know anyone you think would be interested, invite them to join you at the meeting. And because the meeting is run by and for people with disabilities, the next meeting will be on February 9th at 2 p.m. by request. And it's always the second Tuesday of the month.
That's right. Also this month, we had Melissa Southall doing that great conversation interview that you saw with Cindy Brockman about her involvement in People First in the Eastern Panhandle. And one of the cool things that she mentioned is that she wasn't even part of the group, was in the same place where they were meeting back when it was safe, and they just invited her in. So that's how you're going to get more people in. People aren't, just because we're having all these calls and things, people aren't, it's not as the old movie Field of Dreams. I don't know if you've seen that. You know, if you build a ball field, people may not come. So we put these meetings together at people's request. You got to invite people to come to that. We also had Brandon Grass from Wood County Society talk about self-care and mindfulness.
Always great information.
Oh, yeah. I didn't realize there were 6 different categories of that. I always thought self-care was meditation or yoga, and that was it. And it was amazing.
It really was.
Plus, both those interviews I've uploaded to our YouTube page, and they're posted when we talk just a moment about our resources. They're listed on there, so you can watch them again if you miss them. And if you're doing anything, let us know. You may be doing something great and you're thinking, well, they don't know I've been doing this craft. I've been doing this. Or, like Marina Mata was running and we interviewed her a few weeks ago. If you're doing something, let us know. We'd love to have Melissa talk to you. We love to have other people featured to find out what you're doing.
Exactly, and we can watch more of them and less of us, so that's always a good thing. One thing that we learned from Cindy Brockman is that their People First group is planning to collect food for a community food bank. We also heard on the teleconference that the Monongalia Preston group, easy for me to say, is doing a fundraiser, and we encourage every group to do a local fundraiser, so when it's safe you can get together and do fun things like go on trips or out to dinner or the movies. And if you're thinking about running for statewide office this year, helping your group with a fundraiser is one of the requirements, so remember that. The Monongalia Preston County group has been very successful, and we think we need to have them on to talk about fundraising a little bit, to share their ideas with us and everyone else.
Yes, we've done some trainings on that, but why not listen to the people who have been very successful? We also want to make sure, as Liz mentioned, what we learned at the teleconference, to invite you to the teleconference. It's our monthly meeting where everybody can catch up on People First and ask questions like we just talked about the registration form. I know when we have the meeting, people will say, where's that form? Do I need to sign up? I need help signing up for the registration. What about the stipend form and things like that? That's where you can ask those questions. And we have some people that work during the day and some people that don't. So that's why we do it twice. We do it at 10 a.m. You can call into that one, or you can call in at 4. Some people like to call into both, and which is great because some people bring up things and go, hey, I forgot to mention at 10. And we're like, oh, yeah, everyone needs to know that. So the information on how to call in is in the newsletter, and it's also posted right here on the Facebook page. All the things that we do, we also post. So just the day before that teleconference, Melissa will put up the agenda so you can see the things coming up. And then if you have ideas or other things that you think we need to talk about, let us know, and Melissa can put that on the agenda.
Very cool. Another thing we are happy to remind you about is the Selfie Advocacy Contest. Everyone has something that they've overcome, and we would like you to tell us about it. And not everyone tells their story or expresses themselves in the same way, so maybe your story would be better told in a painting or a drawing or a sculpture or a video, or people like me like to write things out, so that might be the way you want to do it. Whatever suits you is the way we want you to choose, and the deadline is July 31st, so you have plenty of time. However, we're hopeful that since many of us are stuck home a little bit more than normal, and since it's cold outside, I think it's supposed to be 16 degrees here.
Ooh, and I've seen some places supposed to some kind of snow, depending on where you live in the state. There's supposed to be some more snow over the weekend.
So get your hot chocolate and curl up and start your selfie advocacy entrant.
Yeah. And while we've been giving out lots of information since we first started the daily program, has it been, was it March last?
Yes.
Wow. And then the weekly program on COVID-19, a lot of people, despite all we've given right now, people want to know about the vaccine. And as we told you last week, the latest information is on the new COVID-19 vaccine information page set up by the governor's office and the Department of Health and Human Resources. There's also a hotline number, which is 833-734-0965.
And we feel as though the vaccine is very important, and if anyone needs any assistance, please give us a call and we will see what we can do. We also have our resource page for People First on the People First website, and that has lots of links, although it is moved. Now, when you go to peoplefirstwv.org, you'll see a link to COVID-19 information. And just click here or there, and the link will take you to a list of resources. There are 4 main categories: national, state, health and wellness, and what's the last one?
Oh, sorry about that. Past interviews.
Past interviews, very good. So we want to make sure that everybody knows that those resources are available. I know myself, when it's cold outside, I do sit on my couch a little bit more, and I like to look at the mindfulness and some of the different topics. Every once in a while, I go back to the Jonathan Bird interview to remind myself that I need to take care of and think about what I eat. And so all of those interviews are there, and it's great information.
And it's all good direct information. Is why I know a lot of people have been reading about the stimulus checks that may be coming. Some people have already got their second one, and there's talk about maybe another one coming. So that's where, if you go to the Arc of the United States on the national resources, there's information about making sure that people with disabilities are counted in any of this legislation. Also, plain language. They've got some new videos out as well about that.
They're great videos, and we want people, once again, like Doug and I always say, go to the expert. Go to the place where you can get the best information, and we have the links to those, and the videos are really helpful. So please remember that all of that is there.
One thing I noted, that one of the second down the list on national under the Arc of the United States is the Social Security Administration. A lot of people have questions about that. When the second stimulus check has coming in, that's going to be just like last time. It's not going to be counted against your income, but don't take my word for it. Don't take Liz. Go click to that link. It's all there. And I actually got, I think it was last week, we were talking about scam calls. I got a call the other day that said, hello, this is the Social Security Administration, and we need to verify your account. So please verify your Social Security number and your date of birth and all this information. Okay, none of those agencies, unless you've called them first to make an appointment, ever calls you on the phone. They always send you an official letter on their official letterhead, on their official printed envelopes with that information, and it's the Social Security Administration. They already know your Social Security number, so.
And we smile a little bit when we're talking about this because we hear about so many of these and we just get a little smirky about it because we know how ridiculous they are. But we couldn't be any more serious when we tell you, don't ever share that information. If somebody calls the way they called Doug and asks you for your Social Security number to verify it, that is a scam, and don't ever share your information like that.
And the best thing you can do is, unless you've initiated the call first and are expecting a call back, just don't answer. Because as soon as you answer, that tells their computer, aha, we've got a live person that will answer the phone, and you will get inundated with the car warranties and the life insurance and every other scam going. You will be on the list. So like we told you last week about getting on the do not call list, that's essentially putting you on the call list. So don't even answer the phone unless you're expecting that call.
And if you do answer, don't say anything, just hang up.
Because if they really want something, they'll leave a message, and then you can listen and see if it's a real call. And then if you need to, you could call them back. Otherwise, you just delete it. So I think that's great information. I think it's been a busy month. I cannot believe already that Monday is February.
I can't believe it either. And when you think about looking back a year ago, we've been doing this for almost a year now. So that time has gone pretty quickly, although it's been a little stressful at times. So we want everybody to stay home, stay warm, remember your resources, and have a great weekend.
Yep. Bye.